Hello, happy Monday to everybody, and I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Thank you for joining. Please, I would love you to type any questions that you've got over the next 5 minutes or so, and I will answer them as I keep going. But I had a really important message that I wanted to share with you because fear is one of those things that it's a part of life. Fear, it's not something that you can ever eliminate. And especially for any entrepreneur, any individual that's really got a dream and is going for it. If you're in business, you're going to face many fears because you see what dream that you have inside, only you can see that. And your outside world is not going to be certain. So when you're going after something that you really want and you've never been there before, you're going to face what most of us don't like the feeling of, and that is a lack of certainty. You see, when there's security, when there's certainty, when you can see everything in front of you, that's safety. But anyone that really is making it happen has had to push past this imaginary line of fear where there has been no safety. There's been no physical evidence of security. So you've got to make sure that you understand that that's completely normal. When you're facing this fear, that you have this dream you really want, that fear is a sign that you're moving in the right direction. Now, if you haven't heard of the word paradigm before, paradigms are all of the beliefs, these ideas that we inherit. Most of them are inherited. So we go on with our lives, living life as if we're in control, but in reality, these beliefs and fears are the ones that have been dictating our lives and our results. So if you're faced with something right now, and it's scary, and you've got this goal, you've got something that you really want to achieve, whether that's a car, whether that's a house, whether it's a business, an income, you've got to understand there's going to be a voice in your head, and I'm calling it the chameleon, okay? It's the paradigm, but it's the chameleon because it will fool you. It will con you, and it will disguise itself into a voice that is actually trying to keep you where you are. You see, this voice, this chameleon, it fools you. And there's a very good chance that it's been fooling all the generations before you, because many of the beliefs that you're operating with right now have stopped your generations before you from achieving what they want. So I want you to really listen here, because if you are feeling uncomfortable, if you're feeling worried about something, understand that most of it is imaginary. Most of it. Now, I want you to ask yourself this question. What is the best that could happen if you went out and did what you want to do? What is the best thing that could happen? What would that create for you? If it's a business opportunity, whatever it is. Now, that chameleon voice is going to come in and tell you, oh, you can't do it, you don't have the money, you're not good enough, someone's already done it. That's that voice again. And you see, if you're staying in this state of ambivalence, where you're feeling stuck and you're not actually moving forward and breaking free, you're going to feel stuck. That's what stuck is, okay? So, generations before you have listened to this chameleon. Are you going to keep listening to it, or are you going to say, no, I know what's happening, I know that voice, you've been there my whole life, but this time it's different. This time I'm actually going to do it even more. This time I'm actually going to shoot higher. This time I'm actually going to take more action. This time you're not going to stop me. So ask yourself, what's the best thing that can happen when I go after my goal? And then ask and do this other exercise, because I do this and it does help me when you change your perspective on the situation, it's so much easier to give advice. But when it's for ourselves, we're stuck in the situation, so it's a lot harder. What would you tell someone else in your situation? They've got this dream, they're scared. What would you tell them? Because there's a good chance you're going to give them really good advice in that situation when you're telling them to go for it. What have you got to lose? The worst thing that can happen is really not that big a deal. It's all in your mind. And I want you to take that advice. So ask yourself, are you going to let this chameleon voice fool you to keep you stuck? Or are you just going to dig your ditch, put your heels in the ground, and charge through and make it happen? So that is my little lesson in with fear that I'm sharing with you today. And if you're interested in finding more about how to change this programming that we've all inherited, it's crazy how much we're operating with these false ideas, false beliefs that don't serve us. If you're interested in changing them and you want to change your results, then I encourage you to join me for the webinar that I'm hosting on Wednesday morning. It is absolutely phenomenal. I am so excited because I love sharing this material. I love seeing women win. I love seeing them achieve what they want, buy what they want, do what they want, and create the life of freedom that they really want. So if that's you, or you know someone that would highly benefit from breaking through that stuck feeling into achieving what they want, then please tag them, because this webinar may just be the one thing that they've been looking for. Have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing many of you around the world on for this webinar, because I know it's out to the US and Australia. So take care and have a wonderful day.